Coinbase has 12 hours, and so I'm going to be explaining what that means in this video. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure to hit the like button and hit that bell notification to be notified of future videos. And so let's go ahead and jump right into it here. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart. Right, Bitcoin's looking more and more bullish by the day. We're currently up here at the resistance line. We have bounced off of this multiple times in the past here, and we can see we have dropped back down to that previous support line. Now, we could be pushing up above this here very shortly. There's a lot of bullish catalysts out there, and so I'm going to be going over those in this video. If you are bullish or bearish on the cryptocurrency market, you can short or long cryptocurrencies using the platform underneath the video called Margex. This is one of the simplest platforms to use out there. You can use different cryptocurrencies as collateral, and so I definitely recommend checking this out. And so let's go ahead and take a look here at historical data. Right? I mean, historically, Bitcoin has always performed best in Q4. We can see, especially during the years of the halvings, right? In 2016 here, we had great returns in Q4 in October, November, and December. Again in 2020, and now in 2024, right? We'll see what we're bringing here in October coming up in just less than a week. And so we could start seeing a lot of movement for cryptocurrencies. We also have crypto repayments coming here. FTX is ordered to pay back $12.7 billion to customers in Q4, right? And so $12.7 billion coming back to cryptocurrency customers, people that were involved in cryptocurrencies. So a portion of that is definitely going to be invested back into cryptocurrencies. In addition to that, we just got news here that Blockfi has been receiving money back from Coinbase, right? They just are seeing a spike here from their holdings from about $50 million now up to about $310 million. Just 2 days ago, they received here $227 million. And so we could start seeing repayments from Blockfi here as well, since they have went bankrupt a couple of years ago. And so that's more cash that could be flowing back into the cryptocurrency markets. And so let's go ahead and take a look at this document here from Blackrock for an amendment to the Coinbase Prime Broker Agreement. And so the statement in here that I would like to take a look at here is that Coinbase custody shall process a withdrawal of digital assets from a custodial account to a public blockchain address within 12 hours of obtaining an instruction from client or client's authorized representatives. Right? And so right there, that's something that's very interesting, is that now Coinbase has 12 hours to process a withdrawal of digital assets from the custodial account to a public blockchain address within 12 hours. And so Coinbase is now being required to send the address to a public blockchain within 12 hours. And so let's take a look at what that means here, right? And so here's some more details. Blackrock runs their own blockchain node, and every night they pull the Bitcoin balance from their wallet address on Coinbase, Prime validating the Bitcoin held by IBIT. And so they will show this to the institutional clients upon request, but not going to publish to the world because they get plenty of spam already, sanctioned Bitcoin NFTs, and this would only cause an explosion in said spam. Just know that this is not an amateur hour. Blackrock has 500 ETFs which store the holdings with custodians and has been doing this for decades without a hitch. This is why them and other ETF issuers are trusted by America's advisors so much. They know their clients won't get SPF'd. Right? And so, I mean, Blackrock has been around for a very long time. They're one of the most known financial firms out there, and they're very well trusted, right? I mean, they're not going to be pulling these type of things. Now, I definitely believe that Blackrock is buying Bitcoin. They can have their own stash of Bitcoin, right? Aside from the Bitcoin ETF for the people that want to buy that. I definitely believe that they have a lot of that, right? I mean, if you look at their outflows over time, a lot of times Blackrock will have zero. You'll see outflows for a lot of the other ETFs, right? Especially if Bitcoin's going down. However, Blackrock is perfectly at zero. Now, if there are negative 100 million outflows, Blackrock might be fronting that cost, right? Maybe they see that as a good buying opportunity and they're storing $100 million of Bitcoin to the side, right? They know that Bitcoin is going higher. They know where this is heading. And so that's definitely something to be keeping in mind. Let's go ahead and take a look at the DXY here, right? I mean, the DXY has been continuing to fall. It's just above $100. Now I'm waiting for this to break down below $100 as we have already broken down below the support line. We can see what happened previous, right? Back in 2020 and 2021. We can see once the DXY starts falling, we can see Bitcoin had the inverse move right here, right? I mean, Bitcoin went up substantially. And so same thing here, right? I mean, the DXY started falling from October of 2022. Once that fall started taking place, we started to see a reversal here with Bitcoin. And now we can see that the DXY is starting to fall again here, right? However, Bitcoin has not made the big move up yet. Since this started falling in June, we've just been seeing Bitcoin move sideways. However, I do believe that a bigger move here is coming for Bitcoin. I do think that we're going to see the inverse of the DXY. We have gold spiking to new all-time highs, and we're going to see Bitcoin follow. So that's definitely something to be keeping an eye on. Let's go ahead and take a look at this as well. Right, we have countries out there that are acquiring Bitcoin. They are now the 4th largest holder of Bitcoin, holding more than 13,000 Bitcoin that they've been mining since 2019. And so this is more than what double that El Salvador has bought since September 2021. Right? I mean, think about all the countries or individuals that are quietly accumulating, right? All the millionaires out there can be buying Bitcoin. They don't have to publicly come out and say, hey, we're buying $10 million of Bitcoin. Same with a lot of the different countries out there, or governments could be accumulating more and more Bitcoin. We do not know what all these addresses belong to, right? I mean, any of these wallets could be out there. One wallet does not have to hold $100 million of Bitcoin. That could be separated into 5 different wallets. And so it's definitely something to keep in mind, right? I mean, I think there's a lot more people buying Bitcoin than we think. We can see during a lot of these different events here, we have the US-Iran escalation, we have COVID outbreak, we have the 2020 US election challenges, Russia invasion of Ukraine. And so during this time here, we can see the different assets. We have the SPX, we have gold, and we have Bitcoin. Right in the last 60 days here, SPX had returns of negative 7% up to 12%. We had gold here that had a negative 1% to 11%. However, Bitcoin here, the lowest amount of return for Bitcoin here is 15%. Now the highest is 131% during the US election challenges. Now we have the US election coming up here, right, on about 2 months from now. And so that's something else to be paying attention to, right? I mean, that's something that could drive the price of Bitcoin up as well. And so there's a lot of catalysts for Bitcoin. And I definitely believe we are going to be heading higher in Q4 and into Q1. Altcoins are going to start booming. We're going to see a lot of attention on that, especially as utility starts expanding into more projects. We're going to see a focus on AI. And so that's definitely something to be paying attention to. Now, if you found this information to be helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you in the next video.